Hey, what's up? This is my first Town of Salem video. I've been playing for about a year or so off and on. Decided to try and play more seriously, get some videos posted, see what happens. So this is post commentary. It's probably one of my favorite games that I've ever played. Just happened to be recording it, and I got Mayor, of course, which is definitely not one of my strongest roles. I feel like Spy is probably easiest for me, at least towny wise. I feel like I can be more aggressive with the information, and people tend to be able to confirm you pretty quickly. But with Mayor, you're just kind of hoping that people believe you and hoping that you are able to act obviously towny enough. And this is me. I right out the gate decide to go with the aggro play, try and see how that works out for me. Hadn't really tested it out before. I was just feeling a little bit brave that day. So I call out TP look out on me and hope for the best. And I was also playing this game with a friend who neither of us were in voice chat or anything. Just I knew he was some person in here and I didn't know, but we'll eventually find out who he was. But luckily, night one, nothing bad happened, surprisingly. Not even attack, nothing. So we've got 2 deaths here. So at first I was thinking, well, we've gotta have SK, right? But I'll see that that's not necessarily the case. And then I also, super observant, looked dead at the jailers. Didn't realize who was jailed, but corrected that, and saw Cotton just left the game. So no SK as far as we can tell, unless he hit somebody. Right out the gate, Roblox comes up with the 2 transporters, which is a bit weird. That both of them would target Roblox, but I mean, he is number 1, and his name is Roblox, so maybe thought he might have been a bit of a target. And Nifty there claimed witched, so thinking it's a witch game. Hopefully he's telling the truth. But the whole time, I don't like Roblox, as you'll see throughout the game. He did a lot of what I call talking, but not adding anything. Like, just saying things that derail. And that's one of the things that I've noticed evils tend to do. But like, he is in jail, and he was in the jailer's note, so we knew he wasn't anything. He wasn't mafia. At least he wasn't mafioso. Or rather, Godfather, one of the two. But I just the game was a bit slow in the beginning, so I spent most of the time just going back over, seeing if I could find anything, and then also getting anxiety as the music went up and up until the end of the night. But again, not attacked. Nifty, person who claimed they were witched the night before, killed by the mafia. So immediately that makes me think that he is town, because why would the mafia go after somebody who claimed witched? And there he is. He's an actual spy, which sucks a lot. Spy and jailer down. And then Thunder Hippie claims trans twice, so thinking that 2 transporter game claim is looking pretty good. Phobophobia saying that Neutral Killing is arsonist. That is, I'm starting to think that as well at this point. No SK, no werewolf, so we're running on a shortened timeline. The longer we go without finding him, the worse it'll be for town. And as you'll see as well, the 2 transporters definitely make the game a little bit more interesting. It keeps us all on our toes. So this day comes and goes, not a whole lot of information coming out. Roblox again saying stuff that is like talking but not really saying anything. Like, it's just not really helpful at all. And so get a whole bunch of random votes here from High, spamming votes, so nothing of any kind of importance was gained that day, unfortunately. So I just go back and check, looking at the notes, trying to scrounge up any kind of information I could find here. Fortunately, not a whole lot. The town invest died with only 1 night worth of information, and we knew both of those things already. So it's not looking too great. At least Forger's down, he left the game, which sucks, but then we come to the next day, 1 person down, so that arsonist claim is looking more and more like the truth. And at this point, honestly, I was like, yeah, we need to be moving here. We need information, we need something. And of course, this is me not noticing what they said despite checking the chat repeatedly. So I accidentally do what I've been getting on Roblox about the whole game, is saying things and yeah, saying things without purpose, just to say things, but that was on accident. Well, and then he also does the exact same thing. So, see what I mean? That's one thing that I've found, even though I'm still learning, still getting better, but that's one thing that I found has been the best indicator for finding evils, is if they just talk. Just say things we already know, say things that derail the conversation, or try to say something like, anybody have any information, when you know nobody said anything yet, things like that. And here again we have the transporters messing up invest results, or town investigative results. So we're trying to get Sam's role here. He claims sheriff. So that's another, along with Roblox, we've got 2 sheriff claims here. But honestly, Sam had to claim there. Coming up, Vidvet Moth. Or at least assuming that he did. That's something I need to work on as well, is knowing how Transporter really interacts with investigative results like that. But as far as we understood at that point, the Transporter, or the invest results for Sam came up that way, so we needed him to claim despite him not wanting to, which sucks. I got trans here, so I'm just trying to keep track of all the claims, since we're not getting any kind of information whatsoever, honestly. Roblox is claiming attacked here. Attacked and healed. Jordan Light also claiming transported. Nothing happened, no kills here. and I just say we have to push something, which is true. We're going too long. Arsonist is here. No information's coming out. We have to push something. And Sam posts his will. High is trying to get 10's roll, which that's another thing that's a problem. One thing I've learned to hate is people who pick names that are incredibly similar, because 3 and 10 they get confused a lot this game. So Samuel is claiming that 10 is probably the retributionist because they freaked out about the jailer leaving. Or yeah, after he died, the jailer left. So we're thinking he's the ret. Then we also have Roblox's claim as sheriff in jail, so I take note of that. And this is just me trying to keep everybody together. Phobophobia also claims sheriff, and at this point, I'm getting a little bit suspect because spies, town invest 1. There's room. We don't know. None of these people are confirmed yet, so I haven't put them down in any of the random town spots. I'm trusting Sam a little bit. Phobophobia as well. And then I see something that I didn't want to see. The witch got me, so they know that I'm mayor. So I immediately outright tell the town they know my role. I was witched, and then I just tell them. I think about it for a while. I'm like, maybe I don't want to, but I know that they have that information that I'd rather not reveal, and hopefully the town believes me, because I am the mayor. But they have no real reason at this point to believe me. I haven't really... Well, we don't really have much information yet. So I haven't really done anything to prove myself townie. Well, luckily, Samuel is already like, okay, just don't use the actual reveal. So we can still heal you. And then again, me paying the utmost attention to chat, asking 10 again what their role is. And then they claim Ret, even though we kind of had information or proof that they were. So Thunder Hippie tells the Ret to res the veteran, which I think is a good idea at this point. We're running out of time again, especially since there's an arsonist. If the veteran comes back, that's one more person that they're not going to be able to douse unless they're just feeling real ballsy about it. And somebody who can kill them. So at this point, we need another body, and a body who can stop the arsonist. Because, again, no information coming out, no confirmed people, no nothing. So, best I could do, keep track of what's happening to me, and who's claiming what. And at this point, I am getting more and more suspicious of all 3 of those sheriff claims. Because that is a lot, especially, you would think that at this point, 3 separate people, if they were sheriffs, they would have found 1 mafia. Just 1. But all of them have wills that are conveniently not suspect GF. Real convenient, that one. And Retributionist did bring back James Bailey, the veteran. So we've got the 1 confirmed townie, really. Well, 2 now. 2 including the Ret. So we're on to something here. We got some motion going. It's funny, the person who died, I later found out that was my friend who was playing with me, and his will, he said he just transported at random. So he doesn't play very often, but that would add to the confusion. Just every night he was just going ham. But here are the people again getting 3 and 10 mixed up. I like this push because 3 hasn't really said anything all game, hasn't confirmed anything, no information, no nothing coming out, so I'm okay with getting this push to get some kind of information, because at this point I'm desperate. I'm like, we have to push something, we have to get some kind of win here. They are silent completely on the stand. And then again, Puff not realizing that 3 and 10 are 2 separate people. So I put in the chat, 10 is the Retributionist, not 3, and missed the vote. But this whole time I'm hoping that, well, at first I was worried it was a Jester, but then I remembered the Switch game, so I didn't feel so bad. And then we have Phobophobia saying that 10 is Mafia, when at this point no Retributionist CC has happened. They are claiming that he's Mafia. And then I get the whispers from Thunder Hippie, so that no information all game basically from anybody, and then I get bombarded by these 2 claims here. Thunder Hippie saying that Roblox lied about being attacked that one day, where he said, "Thanks, Doc." Now, that immediately sends off red flags, because nobody else has come forth and said that they were Dr. any kind of TP, and they knew to come to me, assuming they trust that I am in fact the mayor, which I greatly appreciated. So I wrote that down. Thunder Hippie said Roblox lied, and so I plan on bringing that up, especially considering those 3 sheriff claims and Phobophobia saying that a confirmed town is Mafia. So I'm definitely like, okay, we gotta do something here. Here are the 3 people who are claiming sheriff. At least one of them is lying. At least. So Thunder Hippie turns out was the doctor, so I immediately trust that. Nobody else has said that they were Doc, TP of any kind, so Thunder Hippie would know that they weren't on Roblox that night he was attacked. So Phobophobia, here he is saying that Roblox is arsonist, which is the conclusion that Thunder Hippie came to, the conclusion that I agree with. So we've got all of this information just boom out of nowhere. And then I think here that Phobophobia is good, when everybody else is saying he's BM, and that's something I missed as well. The fact that he was telling some truths with some lies here, which I regret missing. He tried to out the Retributionist as Mafia when we knew he wasn't. And I also was suspect of the blackmailer claim, or that he was blackmailer, because nobody, as far as I could tell at that point, and maybe I just missed it, nobody had claimed BM'd in chat. Like, nobody had said I was BM, so if he was playing the long game here. And so at this point I'm fine with this. He is one of the sheriff claims, never confirmed, all of this. And so I type out that regardless of what this is, Roblox is still on the list. He is still a problem here. So I eventually guilty this, and I was nervous about it, because like I said, I was thinking maybe there was a framer here, maybe that was the only explanation I could come up with. But But it was bizarre to me. But then I remembered that they would know, Mafia would know that Roblox is arsonist. They would know that because there was a night or two where there were no deaths. So they hit him. And that's why Roblox claimed that he was attacked and healed. See, that's where all of it starts coming together. Thunder Hippie, I wish he had said something sooner. But I'm glad that he said something at all, because at this point I know 100%, 100% Roblox is arsonist, which would also back up my suspicions of him earlier. With what I was talking about with the saying things without saying anything, the repeating things we already know to derail, all that sort of stuff. It would explain it all. And so I immediately am like, yep, we're good. We know this, but we also still have the remaining Mafia, and oops, more than half the town's dead. But this is actually the best way this could have turned out for us, I think. Like, I was fully prepared to trudge it out in the trenches to try and gather this information to try and get Roblox, but with the confirmed veteran and the mayor claims still alive, Roblox messed up. He goofed it. The two people that he should have gotten, he didn't. And I understand why he didn't. A veteran and a mayor claim that asked for TP and lookout. So yeah, it's a little bit risky. Like, I get that, but he chose to light instead of waiting it out. But I mean, yeah, because we were on to him at that point, so he did have to make a move here, which sucks. I know how hard it is for NutraKilling to even get to this point. I respect that, but yeah, it's definitely a surprising thing to see. Also, shout out to whoever was playing Samuel Sewall at that point. He was actually playing very towny. I didn't really suspect him of being the witch at that point. I was more focused on getting Roblox than anything else. Also, High, strangely enough, I didn't really think about being Mafia, but I should have. Puff was pretty towny at that point. Jordan Light also, but yeah, it was, like I said, probably the best way this could have turned out for town. Just took a few corpses to get there. So this whole time I'm just waiting there to hit Roblox with this. And boom, GG, we win. And funny enough, Roblox is tries to come out the gate accusing me of being the arsonist. And all I have to do is hit that reveal. That whole time, didn't have to reveal. So so me and James, I know that James is the veteran that got revived, and there is no possible chance of Roblox lying his way out of this. Even if you managed to convince James Bailey, I could literally, at this point, vote Roblox up myself. There was no way of him. James couldn't even throw if he wanted to. So I had to vote him up. I had to commend him for that. Despite all the information that was stacked against him, he out the gate was trying to keep up the ruse, which a lot of people give up. And I've managed to lie my way out of the stupidest, like, just managing to pocket somebody, which he didn't do. I think that was his mistake. If he had been more towny rather than the um, the random off comment, uh, the no information, the no trying to get people lynched. If he had leaned into playing Townie, I think he would have kept that suspicion off of himself. Especially, like, claiming that he was attacked. I mean, you would think maybe the Mafia might out him, but at that point, I would have probably stayed quiet because I don't know. It was a hard situation for him to be in, but we get the win. Hard fought game didn't have to reveal until literally the last day. Yeah, veteran didn't even. I don't even think he shot anybody the whole time. So yeah, as a game, this one was actually one of my favorite ones, even though the first half was incredibly slow. Not a whole lot happened, no information. Eventually, we would be able to put the pieces together, try to push town to work together a little bit harder, and managed to get the win out from the ashes. So that's the end of that one. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next one. Hopefully it's just as great.